Alright, so in this video, I'm going to solve the equation 3 to the power of x is equal to 15. So my only variable in this equation is x, so that's what I'm going to be solving for. And now for my solution. So let me first start by rewriting my equation down here. So 3 to the power of x is equal to 15. And 15, I can rewrite this as 3 times 5. And now I'm going to take the log on both sides. So I get log of 3 to the power of x is equal to log of 3 times 5. And if I have something in the form log a times b, this is equal to log a plus log b. So log of 3 to the power of x, this is equal to log of 3 plus log 5. And if I have something in the form log a to the power of b, I can move b to the front, so I get b times log a. So log 3 to the power of x, I can move this to the front, and I get x times log 3 is equal to log 3 plus log 5. So now from here, I'm going to divide both sides by log 3. So for my left-hand side, these two cancel out, and for my right-hand side, I get x is equal to log 3 plus log 5 over log 3. And this is the same thing as log 3 over log 3 plus log 5 over log 3. So log 3 and log 3, these two cancel out, so I get x is equal to 1 plus log 5 over log 3. Now, log 5 is equal to 0.6990, and log 3 is equal to 0.4771. So this is going to equal 1 plus 0.6990 over 0.4771. Now, 0.6990 over 0.4771 is equal to 1.4851, and 1 plus 1.4851 is equal to 2.4851. So this is my value of x. Now make sure to subscribe and leave a like, and thank you. Bye. Alright, so in this problem, I have 4 to the power of x plus 6 to the power of x is equal to 9 to the power of x. So to solve this, I'm going to divide both sides by 4 to the power of x. So I get 4 to the power of x over 4 to the power of x plus 6 to the power of x over 4 to the power of x is equal to 9 to the power of x over 4 to the power of x. Now, 4 to the power of x and 4 to the power of x cancel out, so I get 1 plus 6 to the power of x over 4 to the power of x is equal to 9 to the power of x over 4 to the power of x. And if I have something in the form a to the power of m over b to the power of m, this is equal to a over b to the power of m. So in this case, 6 to the power of x over 4 to the power of x is going to equal 6 over 4 to the power of x. And 9 to the power of x over 4 to the power of x is going to equal 9 over 4 to the power of x. Now I can simplify these fractions. So 6 over 4 is equal to 3 over 2. And 9 over 4 I'm going to rewrite as 3 squared over 2 squared. And I can actually use this property again for 3 squared over 2 squared. So that's going to equal 3 over 2 squared to the power of x. And if I have something in the form a to the power of m over a to the power of n, this is the same thing as a to the power of n to the power of m. So this can equal 1 plus 3 over 2 to the power of x, which is equal to 3 over 2 to the power of x to the power of 2. Now I'm going to let 3 over 2 to the power of x equal to the variable y. So I get 1 plus y is equal to y squared. And if I subtract y minus 1 on both sides, these 4 cancel out, and I get y squared minus y minus 1 is equal to 0. Now, to solve this equation, I'm going to use the quadratic formula, which is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So in this case, a is 1, b is negative 1, and c is negative 1. So I get y is equal to negative of negative 1 plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. So negative 1 squared, which is 1, minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is negative 1, all over 2a, so 2 times 1. Now this is equal to positive 1 plus or minus square root of 1 plus 4 over 2, which is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of 5 over 2. So y is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of 5 over 2. However, we're not done yet because we're not solving for y, we're solving for x. And remember how we let 3 over 2 to the power of x equal to y. So this gives me two equations. I have 3 over 2 to the power of x is equal to 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2, as well as 3 over 2 to the power of x is equal to 1 minus the square root of 5 over 2. Now to actually start, we can already cancel out one of these equations, which is the right-hand one, because 1 minus the square root of 5 is going to be a negative number, and you can't take the power of a positive number and make it equal a negative number. So this equation wouldn't even work. So the only equation I have left is 3 over 2 to the power of x is equal to 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2. And to solve this, I'm going to take the log on both sides. So I have log 3 over 2 to the power of x is equal to log 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2. So now this turns into x times log 3 over 2 is equal to log 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2. And now if I divide both sides by log 3 over 2, I get x is equal to log 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2 over log 3 over 2.